Welcome to MTN Outdoors.
Welcome everybody to this week's episode of MTN Outdoors. I'm once again your guide, Andy Curtis, and I have a great episode for you again this week because we are smack dab in the middle of hunting season all across Montana. Archery season for deer and elk has been going on for a couple of weeks now, and general antelope season just started. So hopefully that means a few of you watching me right now have already punched your tags. I know I certainly haven't. This has been the most unlucky hunting season that I've had since I've been here in Montana. In fact, the closest that I've came to actually shooting a deer or an elk is picking out the stories that you'll see in today's episode. So please keep that in mind. Maybe don't turn the channel. I could use a little boost right now. So in today's episode, we're going to see what the city of Helena is doing to put a few extra eyes on the capital city's urban deer population. We'll also see why grizzly bears are a little hungrier right about now. And this goes without saying, but why that makes it a little more potentially dangerous for us archery hunters up in the mountains. But first, before we get to those stories, we'll start in the capital city here. And Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks recently went through a little state audit, and now they're trying to fix some things internally. MTN's Jonathan Ambarian has the details.
On Thursday, both the director of Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks and representatives of Montana's game wardens told the Legislative Audit Committee there have been positive steps in improving the agency's work culture after an audit that was released this summer.
As painful as it may be, I believe that acknowledging your shortcomings, figuring out ways to move forward is part of being a good leader.
The Legislative Audit Division did a performance audit on FWP's Enforcement Division. It found many wardens felt previous leaders in the division wanted them to prioritize a law enforcement role, responding to things like drug and alcohol violations on public lands, and that was taking away from their traditional duties in wildlife management and working with landowners and the public. In addition, a survey found half of wardens felt they had experienced retaliation or intimidation from management. FWP Director Dustin Temple said the department accepted all of the audit's recommendations. He said with Montana's growth and rising recreational use, the job for wardens has changed. But he said FWP is going to re-emphasize the traditional role they've had.
We want our officers to be the best trained and best equipped to handle any situation they might encounter. That said, their focus in their day-to-day is conservation law enforcement.
Leaders also said they are working on ways to streamline a data management system that tracks wardens' duties, after the audit found inconsistencies in how the information is collected and used.
For a number of years, we've been tracking many things that, quite frankly, did not need to be tracked. We didn't know why we were tracking them and what we were using them for.
The auditor's survey found there had been improvements since new leadership took over, and Dirk Paulson, president of the union that represents wardens, echoed that in Thursday's meeting.
Our membership is excited about the future and hopeful that FWP continues to prioritize relationships over process.
FWP is planning to do another survey on working culture later this year, and they hope that will give an updated picture on how things are changing. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.
Well, bird hunters around Montana are excited for pheasant season to open this Saturday, October 7th, and a relatively new piece of statewide legislation has allowed for the release of additional birds in wildlife protected areas to increase the chances of success for hunters. Hunting enrollment in Montana is one of the highest in the United States. Every year, big game hunting licenses sell out, keeping the Fish, Wildlife, and Parks Agency well funded. But the same can't be said for other varieties of license.
Where we did see a decline was in upland game bird hunting and migratory bird hunting.
So the state came up with a solution, an annual bill which injects up to $1 million into the raising and releasing of pheasants. The birds are incubated, hatched, and raised with the help from the Montana State Prison in Deer Lodge. The birds are then released onto wildlife management areas across the state, increasing the likelihood of a successful outing for bird hunters.
For Fish, Wildlife, and Parks to be able to take these birds and release them and turn it into somewhat of a recruitment and retention program for us.
If you engage people in hunting, they learn more about the values of hunting and how valuable it is to conservation efforts in the state.
The birds released are roughly 50% male and 50% female, though only the males can be harvested.
Releasing all these hens and you can't harvest them, you know, kind of what's the intent? I think the conundrum is these birds have to go somewhere. You know, they can't stockpile a whole pile of birds at the prison, so they got to be released at least to some degree. So
the survival rate over the winter for pheasants that aren't harvested is very low. So FWP may consider new tactics in the future to reduce hen waste and help potentially boost survivability and therefore population numbers by encouraging increased reproduction.
We don't know if we're going to do this yet, but we are considering releasing hens earlier in the year instead of closer to hunting season. So they have those several months to be in the wild, get used to the area that they're in, and perhaps have a better chance of overwintering and increasing populations.
The legislation can support the release of tens of thousands of birds statewide, though the process is a slow one.
We expect about up to 50,000 birds annually to be released, and that's going to take a while to get there. Last year we released just under 7,000 birds. This year we're releasing just under 14,000 birds. Next year we're hoping to double again how many we produced this year.
FWP want to remind hunters that bear sightings are becoming more prevalent in areas where pheasants are hunted, so don't forget to be bear aware. From Freeze Out Lake, Owen Skornick-Hayes, MTN News.
Chronic wasting disease, or CWD, is here in Montana. It is a 100% fatal condition for deer, elk, and moose. That's why the Montana Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Parks will continue to operate CWD testing sites around the state this hunting season. It's also why they need your help as a hunter.
So if you're hunting deer, elk, or moose this year, you can find a lot of information on how to take a sample for chronic wasting disease on our website. And then submitting that sample is really easy. You can either drop it off at a CWD sampling station or at any Fish, Wildlife, and Parks office. We'll take that and collect it and get it submitted for testing. So testing for chronic wasting disease will again be free for hunters this year. And so it's a really easy way to find out whether the animal you harvested was carrying chronic wasting disease.
Jacobson notes that there is no known spread of CWD to humans. He stresses, though, it's still a good idea to be aware if your harvest has it. That helps you, but sending in your sample also helps FWP.
The other thing that testing does is it helps us better understand the prevalence and distribution of chronic wasting disease in Montana, which helps us from a management standpoint, understanding where that disease is found and how concentrated or what that prevalence looks like.
If you head over to the FWP website, you can print out instructions on how to gather the sample that you would send in for CWD testing. You can also watch videos there if that's an easier way for you to learn how to do it. Gearing up for the general hunting season opener next week, Chet Lehman, MTN News.
Well, Helena Animal Control's deer survey is starting up again this month. The survey helps the city get an idea of just how many deer are living within the city limits. It started on Wednesday, October 11th, with the Helena Police Department's Urban Wildlife Program Coordinator and some additional officers driving around predetermined routes in a silver animal control truck and counting all the deer they see along the way. Now, this survey takes place over 2 weeks during evenings and at night. And after the survey is done, all that data will be sent to Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. Their biologists will use a formula to figure out how many deer there are per square mile in Helena. The city works to meet a previously established deer population density, so depending on what this survey shows, some deer culling may be approved. And if it is, I am offering my services. And stick around, everybody, because we'll be right back with more MTN Outdoors right after this.
We now return to MTN Outdoors.
Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to this week's episode of MTN Outdoors. I'm Andy Curtis. Thanks for sticking around with us here today. Now, if you've lived in the state more than, let's say 30 minutes or so, you know that grizzly bears are more active right about now and popping up in parts of the state that we haven't seen them in quite a long time, meaning us archery hunters and hikers have to be extra bear aware. Now, the reason for that is pretty simple. they've got the munchies. They're trying to eat as much as they can before they take that long winter's nap. This next story dives into the science behind their binge eating.
In the midst of changing seasons, the behavior of bears changes as well with the looming hibernation on the way, forcing them to consume upwards of 20,000 calories a day in preparation for a long winter. It's called hyperphagia.
When they emerge from dens in the early springtime, they're coming out of the den having not fed on anything or drinking any water for a long time. And they come out pretty groggy. They start searching for food pretty immediately, as you imagine.
During that time after emerging from hibernation, bears begin searching for herbivorous food sources such as berries throughout the summer months. But berries can only sustain them for as long as they're in season, forcing them to search for other food alternatives.
Garbage is very nutrient dense. Apples are very nutrient dense, and those things can be really attractive to a bear that's trying to put on as many calories as possible in a short amount of time.
Chuck Barabah, the executive director of the Be Bearware campaign, a national nonprofit organization dedicated to educating the public about the human impacts on bears, says that searching for food during hyperphagia is imperative for survival during hibernation, where food sources are limited.
There is no natural food outside of an occasional wolf kill or animal that's died in deep snow or something like that. But all of its other food sources are gone.
This means that bears are going to experience a change in behavior out of necessity.
They're going to be more protective of that food source and more likely to maybe challenge people to get too close during those times of year. It means we need to be more cautious about how we handle our trash and not having food outside where a bear can get access to it.
According to the City of Missoula's Bear Hazard Management Plan, from 2018 to 2019, 49% of recorded bear-human interactions centered around bears and garbage. This led to action being taken by the city in 2023 to vote for an expansion of the bear buffer zone and implement it over the next 3 years, which includes new bear-safe containers.
What we're hoping with the buffer zone is that if we can secure garbage, secure these bear attractants, on kind of this urban wildland interface where the buffer zones are largely put, this is going to allow bears to really kind of act more naturally in those areas. And that was going to push them kind of more back onto Forest Service land, protected areas, open space areas where conflicts are going to be less common.
The final vote and public comment for the expanded bear buffer zone will take place at the Missoula City Council meeting on October 16th, 2023. In Missoula, Andy Mepham, MTN News.
Living in bear country comes with its fair share of responsibilities. Today we'll be looking at how the city of Bozeman is combating bear encounters with bear-resistant trash cans.
For us, it was really important to help protect the bears in our area. All year we had at least one bear wandering around, and we got our normal trash can broken into at least once. And it just felt really irresponsible to let that keep happening. It's great. Ever since we got it, there's been no bear issues, so I feel really good about that. It's easy to use. It was a quick call to the city, and they came out, like I said, and they brought it the same day, switched it out, and I didn't have to do anything, change anything. The only difference is that it takes 2 hands to open it.
This trash can program comes after donations from multiple city partners, and officials hope this is only the beginning of Bozeman becoming a bear-smart community.
I very much would like to thank our partners, Greater Yellowstone Coalition, People and Carnivores, Sierra Club, and others for donating $23,000 to get our pilot up and running. And we're working with our Sustainability Board and our Sustainability Department this winter to put a more broad, wide-based sustainable plan together for reducing those bear conflicts as well.
Officials and residents want to protect not just themselves, but bears from becoming a problem in their neighborhoods, an issue that has previously resulted in bear euthanization.
I think it's really important to take a moment and think about how we can protect our bears, because if we don't leave the trash out where they can get it, then they're not going to become a problem.
In Bozeman, Heaven Van, MTN News.
Roads and highways like these are critical for everyday life for people. They help us get from point A to point B, but those same roads and highways are often the end of the road for many animal species.
Coming towards Hardin before Arrow Creek Road, I saw a giant brown furry something on the side of the road with a pool of blood.
Drive in Montana for long, and you're no doubt familiar with this sight. Roadkill. And it's an ever-increasing issue across the state. Kai Walker is an avid biker and said animal and vehicle interactions are a daily occurrence.
We've had to swerve deer multiple times. I have a coworker's wife who actually had an elk coming to Billings from Red Lodge or near Joliet. So it's a constant, it's a daily thing.
The numbers are staggering.
Here in Montana, there's about 17,000 animal versus car strikes per year. That's a lot.
There's about 6,000 animal carcasses collected yearly in the Treasure State. One way some are trying to fix it? By building what's called wildlife accommodation sites, normally underpasses along major highways built just for animals.
Right now we have about 125 wildlife accommodations across the state.
Tom Martin is the Environmental Services Bureau Chief for the Montana Department of Transportation. He said about 10 to 20 sites are in eastern Montana, with the majority along U.S. Highway 93 north of Missoula.
We've seen everything from grizzly bears to black bears to moose to elk, lots of elk. It's just a veritable Noah's Ark of animals that have gone underneath the roadway and avoided those collisions.
With pretty outstanding success.
They range in effectiveness, I'm going to say, from about 43% reduction to about 83% reduction. And it just depends on where you're at.
Martin says authorities always have to weigh the cost-benefit analysis.
The least cost is probably $500,000, and they can go up into the millions beyond that.
But you can expect to see more, possibly on the eastern side of the state soon.
I would say in the next couple of years, we'll probably have on the order of maybe 10 more.
In Billings, Phil Van Pelt, MTN News.
All right, coming up next, everybody, here on MTN Outdoors, we'll see how some new technology is being developed to fight invasive weeds. Stay right where you are. We'll be back after this.
We now return to MTN Outdoors.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking around with us here for MTN Outdoors. I'm Andy Curtis. We've talked a lot about invasive weeds on this program in the past, so you know that the fight to stop them spreading across Montana is a real uphill battle. But there's some new technology being used that gives us good guys an uphill view of fighting that problem.
A PAL-based company called GT Aeronautics is using a revolutionary technology to spot noxious weeds in the area. These weeds are harmful to the wildlife here, and that's why the owner says it'll have a major impact on the area.
We're trying to protect everybody's backyard, which is our public lands.
For many of us, weed control means maintaining our own property.
It's not like protecting your backyard.
But for Mary McKinney and her weed and pest control team, their backyard bumps up against some of the most pristine land in the country, Yellowstone National Park.
As you look behind me, you see tens of thousands of acres that borders millions of acres of public land. That's what we are trying to protect here in the valley.
Their biggest enemy, a noxious weed called leafy spurge.
That's what I'm holding in my hand. It is especially toxic to wildlife and domestic animals.
Typically, they rely on spotting these weeds by hiking the area or going out on horseback. A time-consuming process, but one that could soon be sped up through the skies.
If we can spot it from the air and locate it, geolocate it, we can just give them a lat long of it. Hey, we see it right here, we see it right here.
Former Navy pilot Tom Rollman has been working since 2016 on building a drone to help spot these weeds.
Sometimes this leafy spurge is in kind of big fields, so you see a large growth of it. That's really what they're trying to kill. You want to get these little tiny spots too, but ideally they want to take out the big stuff.
Being able to survey vast acreages like you see behind me with the equipment that's available from Tom and his company, that's definitely going to allow us a better resource and a better use of our time.
Rollman says that they still need some adjustments to the motor and camera. As you can see, the image isn't perfectly clear, but that they are getting close and are aiming to take off next spring.
For me, designing the right aircraft, putting it all together, it takes obviously years to do all that. To see it culminate, that's an awesome feeling.
In Park County, Charlie Kleps, MTN News.
Northern Montana's no stranger to drought. It's been persisting for the past few years now, but weather patterns are changing, and that could be offset this winter.
Currently, for the drought situation, we have improved quite a bit between the Great Falls and Lewistown area, and we've actually been removed from the drought area.
Those wet conditions have pushed the drought further north along the High Line, and northwestern Montana, including Glacier County, is still receiving the grunt of it.
As you push northward, there's a pretty sharp gradient between Power and Conrad where the drought conditions start to increase. And as you get north of Conrad, they are still in a pretty significant drought situation, especially in the Browning area.
Ask Boyd Heelig of the Montana Grain Growers Association. This past harvest was a positive and negative depending on your location.
The bad can be 100 miles away or 10 miles away. It's just crazy how the weather patterns were this summer. And actually it's still going this fall. Some people are getting 3 or 4 inches and some people haven't received any yet.
With the new cover crop seeding season wrapping up, farmers in north central Montana have had to be weary of what to put in the ground.
There is some more drought resistant seed. Maybe you change from wheat to barley, or you change to a hay crop for a year because we're forecasting these dry conditions. But these are all things that you have to plan ahead. And it does make it tricky because winter wheat, most of the winter wheat has been planted right now.
The Montana Grain Growers Association says that with problems happening in Washington and the passing of a new farm bill now delayed, now more than ever do relief programs need to remain intact, specifically a reference price.
$5.50 is below the cost of production right now. We've talked about it over and over, and $6 to $6.50 is what we're shooting for. And if we could get $6, it'd be a win.
In the past year, the La Nina weather pattern has led for cooler and wetter conditions. Now, a transition to a warmer, drier pattern, El Nino, poses some threats. But coming out of the drought isn't out of the picture.
As many people thought, it couldn't end in California. And they just had a winter this past winter where they had record precip. It can come to an end. It is possible. We just need the right meteorological conditions.
The National Weather Service says that just because the weather patterns are changing, it doesn't mean that it's not going to snow or get cold this winter. It's just a matter of when that winter snow will fly. But for us to pull out of that drought, we're going to need an extremely wet spring season. In Great Falls, Ryan Gamboa, MTN News.
Everybody, that should just about do it for us here this week at MTN Outdoors. Thank you as always for spending a little time with me. And remember, as you enjoy the good weather while it lasts here outside of Montana, send me a photo to andy.curtis@ktvh.com. And you could see yourself at the end of a future episode, just like these folks. It's time for this week's MTN Outdoors brag board. All right, thanks again, everybody, for making me a part of your week. And until next week, stay safe, and I'll see you out there.